Welcome back, crew, to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at beautiful Haulover Inlet here in Miami. And as you can tell from these images with the white caps in the background, it's going to be a little bit of a rough day. And this will bring us to the first round of our competition, where here in the first round, the boats have opted to go ahead and toss a Boston Whaler in the ring to see if it can go ahead and get them on the board early. And let's go, round one. And man, our crew is in trouble right away. Haulover, as they started to come out of the inlet, has knocked the anchor loose, and it is banging around up front. And for those who don't know, this can be a real issue, especially long term, as it's probably going to continue to fall a little more and definitely has the possibility of making an impact on this hull. Now, our crew doesn't appear to notice it, so Haulovers came in with the sneak attack on this one, but unfortunately for this crew, they will notice it at some point, and Haulover is going to take the win here in the first round. Since Whaler Gang took the loss in the first round, of course they're looking for redemption, so the boats are going to toss another Boston Whaler in the ring here in the second round. Let's see if this crew has a little better luck. Now, this crew looks pretty solid. They've got the boat just barely up on plane, keeping that bow high. As you can see the way they're bouncing here, it is definitely a rough day at Haulover, and many of our captains probably are going to have some struggles. I mean, again, our first captain had the anchor knocked loose almost immediately. This crew, they're pushing their way out, and overall for a boat of this size, winds up looking pretty good, and we're going to go ahead and give them the nod here, and they'll take the win in the second round, which will bring us to the third round of our contest. We are now tied at 1 apiece. And here in the third round, the boats are going to toss a little bit of a mystery boat in the ring. I do believe it's an Intrepid, but you guys let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that one. But what in the world is going on here? Man, we've only got a couple rules. Most of you guys know them. And one, if you come out of Haulover Inlet and you stuff the bow, you take an automatic loss. And two, if you come out with kids in the bow with no life jackets on, that's an automatic L as well, which means this crew is gonna go down early. But man, this is almost dumb. I hate to say it that way, but why anybody would do something like this is absolutely beyond me. Coming out of an inlet, especially on a moderately rough day. Here we can see the girl winds up catching a little bit of air, but I mean, even the kids up in the front are all at risk of catching that air as well. But this crew continues to work their way out as they start to hit some of the heavier rollers. Oh man, they wind up going under here at the mouth of the inlet. And this is another risk with having this much weight up front, is you significantly increase that possibility of winding up stuffing the bow. But I can't believe Cap hasn't stopped and moved all these people back yet. He's still continuing to work his way out, even though now he can definitely see how rough it is as they're coming out of the inlet. And man, they hit a big one there, and we almost lose one of the people out of the bow of the boat. They're fortunately able to hang on to that bow rail, but man, that was a close call right there. This one could have turned tragic quick had something like this happen, because he's right at the front of the boat. Basically, at that point in time, he's going underneath the boat, and things were going to go wrong. I mean, I don't know what more to say on this one. We already know this is a loss, but definitely don't do anything like this. Even life jackets in this situation, I don't know that they would have helped a ton. I still just feel like nobody should have been up there coming out the mouth of the inlet in conditions that rough. And as we mentioned, unfortunately for this crew, they're going to wind up taking a loss for the boats here in this round. And this will bring us to the fourth round of our contest. Haulover has a 2-to-1 edge, but the boats are going to bring a pretty decent Haulover competitor in here, as in the fourth round, the boats are going to feature a yellowfin stepping in the ring to try and do battle with the inlet. And our crew is working their way out. They've got the boat just up on step, which is about what you need in the kind of conditions they're facing today. They're keeping the bow high, and this boat is more than capable of working its way through Haulover, and they are doing just that, letting the boat do the work, giving it just enough power to cut through those waves and make their way out, as we see here, and they're going to wind up taking a win for the boats here in the fourth round. And that will bring us to our fifth and final round of our contest. We are tied at 2 apiece. Who will take the win? Will it be the boats or Haulover? Let's find out, as the boats are going to toss a sportsman in the ring to try and close it out and see if they can take the win. And here we go. Our crew is working their way out. Again, rough conditions. Man, they got the side door open, and they're taking water into the side door. I don't think you should be running like this, but they're doing it anyway. Fortunately for them, they've got the boat up on step. Things look okay, and they're gonna wind up taking a win for the boats in the fifth round, which means the boats will take the win in this episode. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.